Hello and welcome. This is Kyle McGregor here, Elite Marketing Director with TPS, The Perfect Solution, and founder of VIP Global. I wanted to give you guys all congratulations and thank you for being on this call here this evening. This is really one of the commitments to be able to stay consistent and persistent with your actions in helping you build your business globally. And again, this is a global business, and this is the exciting part. Whether you know people around the globe or not, you actually have an organization being built for you. As long as you verified your account, you're a free member with TPS. You actually have a brilliant model being created and developed for you called the 138 Matrix. And there's some brilliant, exciting things that are happening here today. And actually, the gentleman that had created and come up with the concept of our 138 Matrix is on the call today. So we are so privileged to have a very guest speaker here today, Mr. Richard Ramos, our Senior Vice President of Marketing and Sales, on the call here with us today. We'll bring him on here very shortly, but I'm here just to host the event. We're going to go through a couple of different announcements and things that we're doing, and then I'm going to turn it over our presenter for this evening to go through the call. But some of the things that we have going on, announcements that we have throughout the week, and the people that we really wanted to recognize that have rank advanced and have also upgraded, we want to at least share that with you. We do have our next big event. We just had one of the best and most efficient events that I've ever seen in the years that we've been around. We have now met our 21-month mark, and here's the exciting part. We have now hit 1 million members within TPS within little less than 21 months. And that to me is beyond exciting. Why is that? There's companies that literally been around for 5+ years that don't even have 5,000, let alone 100,000. And the fact that we're at 1 million already in less than 2 years, this is mind blowing. And what does that have to do with us? Well, it has everything to do, because we have a company in momentum that's building into massive momentum. You have the opportunity to change your financial future because you're in the right place at the right time. But it doesn't matter if you're in the right place at the right time. Unless you take the action necessary for you to win, to ride the wave, you'll let it pass you by. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to be able to get on some type of device to be able to catch a wave. You got to be on a surfboard or a boat or something like that and have some momentum coming into the wave. So that's what we're doing here, is to help you guys understand is now is the time to start paddling. Now is the time to get your oars in the water and start rowing, to get that speed, the momentum in, to be able to have your success within our business. And TPS is really one of the most blessed things that we have available to us, because we now have the ability to position ourselves to profit in front of one of the biggest trends that's going to hit the e-commerce space since its inception. So first and foremost, we have our next big event that's happening. We just had one yesterday on Saturday. Phenomenal event, and we have some big announcements we're going to be sharing, some things we're going to have Mr. Ramos talk about this evening that Philip Llewellyn's going to be sharing with you guys. So stay tuned. This is going to be a simple, brief, short call, but it's going to be very important, some of the things you're going to be hearing on this call. So we have a little recap of what happened, plus some of the things we're going to be talking about that's going into our Wednesday night training that you'll definitely want to tap into and learn about, okay? So our next big event we're having is on April 1st. On April 1st, we're in Monrovia, and you want to start building into that today. The most people that have the most people there will be able to help start creating more momentum. And you see these people are starting walking across the stage, like some of our senior marketing directors that hit just the last few weeks, actually. Like Mr. Anthony LeBlanc, congratulations for hitting Senior Marketing Director. Not only did Philip Llewellyn, since the last event, hit Master Store Builder, but he also hit Senior Marketing Director. So I want to congratulate him for achieving that. We have, for example, Rudy Salai hitting Master Store Builder. We have so many other people. Shane Hyman hit our Senior Marketing Director position, and he's been around for a long time with us. And we're very excited to have all of these people achieve that type of success. They had an opportunity to walk across the stage, share their story. But again, at the beginning, and I love what Gary Regier talked about while we were there, is when you hit GVP, when you rank that top rank, let's say it takes you 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it doesn't matter. That's really when things start, because this is really going to be a legacy company that we have the opportunity to build into, and we have the ability to change our life forever. And so that being said, our next event, April 1st, is going to be in Monrovia, California. Make sure you start registering for that today. I believe Richard has that already set up. If not, it should be very shortly, probably by tomorrow, at tpsevents.com. You can pre-register there, and it's a free event. Get as many people there as possible. Again, we have our events that we have throughout the week. You go to VIP Global Facebook fan page and see all of the events that we have available throughout the week and tap into as much as you possibly can. Facebook.com/VIP Global Network, and go to the very top, and we have that calendar of events every Monday night, like you're seeing here. Sunday night, like you're seeing here. We have our team conference call that you have the ability to tap into and get all the updates of the company, what's happening, that all the new things, get the recognition that you're looking for and needing, and having your team be recognized. And every Monday night, we've got our TPS corporate webinar that we have that gives you some phenomenal training to go through really what it takes to win in your business. Every Tuesday evening, we have a live streaming event that we have here in Ontario. Sorry, not even Ontario. It's in Anaheim, California, that we're going to be live streaming that event every Tuesday evening. And you can go to VIPoverview.net to actually tap into that 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. And then Wednesday, we've got our VIP Global Training. And you can go pre-register for that today at VIPglobaltraining.com. And that's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Wednesday evening. And every Thursday night, we have a live business overview. It's a webinar that you can do it from the comfort of your home. Invite as many people as you can onto that at tpsoverview.com at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for that event. Okay, so want to congratulate, again, everybody for being on the call. I want to make sure that we get it over to Philip here as soon as possible. Before we do that, I need to give recognition where recognition is due. In the last week, we had quite a few people that have upgraded and also people that have rank advanced. So I want to congratulate them. Miss Sapphire Campbell, congratulations to reach the bronze position. So I'll be naming up all the bronze that did this week. Salim Hoy, Richard Hudson, Steve Hill actually upgraded to gold this week. Congratulations out of the UK. Another bronze, Steve Teo, Bill Hensel, Matt. I'm gonna kill this name, I swear. Matt Mihelzik. That's what it is. Matt Mihelks. I love these names. Tony Trapini. Congratulations for upgrading. Patrick Anderson, Jared Scott, Angela Lands, Diego Hernandez, Rodriguez Hernandez. We got brothers coming on. Samantha Wall, Trevor Fugel, and Jerry Sophias. Congratulations to everybody for upgrading to bronze. Again, Steve Hill upgraded to gold. Congratulations. Dale Llewellyn, congratulations for upgrading to a diamond membership. And again, starting at a lower and upgrading and finding ways to continue to upgrade so you can actually open up other revenue streams. Also, Jeannie Marshall, congratulations for upgrading to diamond. Picture the bigger vision and finding ways to get to that place, right? In Mr. Rudy Salaya's organization, we have Mr. Mark Gonzalez upgrading to bronze. Miley Roberts, congratulations for upgrading. And then we have a couple rank advancements. I want to make sure that everyone gets recognized. We've got Master Store Builder, Mr. Gavin Kerr, congratulations. Master Store Owner, Damon Dugan. And we've got Senior Marketing Director, Mr. Shane Hyman. Senior Marketing Director, Mr. Anthony LeBlanc. And Mr. Philip Llewellyn, I'm about to share and bring on the call here, Senior Marketing Director. And again, I'm going to bring somebody on. Congratulations for everybody that has rank advanced and also upgraded this last week or two. We've been doing some phenomenal things, and I really want to get out of the way. What I want to do is just turn it over to a gentleman that's really shaking and moving, really somebody that has taken this by storm and is building a massive team internationally. And you're about to learn from him, not just today, this evening for the next few minutes, but also you'll be able to hear from him firsthand on Wednesday evening on how to build an international business, how to build out of state, out of country, how to build long distance. And so that's one you do not want to miss on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at VIPglobaltraining.com. And he'll be going over what he's doing to build a massive team. Now, he has over 760 people in his organization in just less than 5 months. To me, that's just mind-blowing. And he's in a country that's not even open yet. And I think I underplayed his numbers. He can tell. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. And to barely have an open ear and open heart to what it is he's about to share with you could really be a game changer for you as well. And I've always learned that, hey, look, if you want to become successful, find someone that's succeeding and duplicate their actions. Find a way to do what they're doing and you'll see the same success. You know, my mentor taught me it's not bad to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So again, get close to the people that are running with this thing, that are building this thing on a larger scale, and be able to duplicate their actions and learn from them from day one. So that being said, turn over to the gentleman that is really racing with this thing, that's running. Then last couple of months, not only hit Master Store Builder, but also hit a senior marketing director position, was recognized on stage at our last big event. He's here from 5,000 miles, a total of 11,000, give or take, from the UK to be here with us in America for a few weeks, and we're so blessed to have him a part of our team organization. Senior Marketing Director, a founding member with VIP Global, Mr. Philip Llewellyn. Are you on the line?
I'm here. Thank you very much indeed, Carl. I do appreciate you. Thank you for those kind words of introduction, and thank you on behalf of everybody that knows you, that's in this organization, under you, and basically because of you. There's no doubt that I wouldn't be on this call this evening. I wouldn't have built that organization that you just referenced if it wasn't for your sheer doggedness and determination and persistence in ensuring that you turned my head in the right direction to take a look at VIP Global, at TPS. Because here's the things, guys. I looked at TPS first some 18 months ago, and it took me nearly 12 months to get engaged because things weren't right at that time. I had things, my mind was on other things, I was doing other things. Here's what you need to realize from that. A no is never a no forever. A no is always a no, not now. Okay, it's a timing issue. It's never negativity. Always put people on the back burner and always go back to them. Now, before I want to share some information that I'm going to go into later in the call, one of the first things I want to do is get out of my way. We have a very important person on the call this evening, Mr. Richard Ramos, Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing, and he's got some amazing information for us. He's going to do a recap. I can give him as much time as he wants because he's got so much information to give. We're fresh out of this amazing Super Saturday we had yesterday. Certainly worth me flying 10.5 hours across the Atlantic to be here for that. I can tell you, as if I didn't have enough belief levels before, I've now got enough belief to lend everybody on this call my belief. If you haven't quite got it yet, please borrow mine and use that belief. But listen, just to give you an indication of how big we are getting, I would love to introduce not just the gentleman that is probably one of the busiest people on the planet right now. So I want to get him on soon so he can get on with his life here on Sunday. It's someone who is the instigator behind the TPS 138 matrix. So we all owe him a great deal of debt and gratitude. Mr. Richard Ramos, are you with us, sir? Somebody doing this on me? Hello, Richard. Are you here, sir?
Hi, Phil. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Mr. Ramos. Please take the floor, sir. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was a wonderful day yesterday. Everybody showed up. We actually overbooked the facility, and but we had enough seats in the end to fill to make sure everybody was comfortable for the most part. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting times. We hit our mark of 1 million members. And that in itself, and actually, let me go back a little bit. I mean, when we hit 100,000 members, that in itself was a record in the amount of time that it took to get to that point. Several of us here on the call tonight have been on, have been involved with different companies over the years. And a lot of times, we come on board, 3 years into it. And, by the time we hit the 3-year mark, I mean, I don't even know what that number is going to be, but it's going to be some astronomical number. Most of these companies don't hit that many members right out of the gate. And I understand why, because most of these companies, they offer, one product, one niche. And even though, the company can stand to make a ton of money, even with 5,000 members, it's really difficult sometimes for the individuals to go out there and make money. And I think that's what struck a chord here at TPS. We wanted to do something that was different. We love the pay plans of MLM. We just don't like all the little hang-ups, all the gotchas, and, feeling weird about approaching a family member or a friend, and having to draw those little circles and tell them how, great our product is and how it cures this and cures that. And so we do have something that's very different here. And I think that's what's really caused us to take off. Also, with the 138 matrix, that's really struck a chord, especially in Asia. In Asia, I mean, I'm not kidding. We have teams out there. We have one team in particular in Korea that does meetings every 2 hours. I mean, their meetings are about an hour long. They take a little break in between it, enroll people, and it's like it's like a recruiting sponsoring office. I mean, people come in and they leave signed up, and they've grown it to about 100,000 members. And here in the States, it seems like people are finally starting to wake up. They're seeing these big numbers. They're seeing people walk across the stage. They're seeing you guys that came on early on, and they're now getting recognized for sticking it out and making things happen. So we have a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to be announcing tomorrow night the official launch within a few days of Incentibuys, which is a site that I created specifically right now just for vendors, so we can onboard vendors a lot faster. We can launch in a specific country, like, we're hoping to work with you out in the UK, so we can bring on vendors from there to support, the member base. And it really is a way to, in a strange way, to keep money at home, regardless where home is. Okay, so if we launch vendors, let's say in Missouri, and we got teams out there, it's a way to keep the community here, the money here in America. A lot of people, especially right now with, the politics that are going on, they're worried about money going overseas, down south of the border, this and that. That's all politics. At the end of the day, people are going to buy where they're going to buy, where they feel comfortable. So comfortable to me really is in your backyard. So the more you can support those families, those people that are struggling, or they're just trying to build a business locally, they have really, really great products, but it's very difficult to compete, with the big box stores across the country. We have a platform now where we can put them on the map, and we're growing so fast that you guys can really support their cause, whatever that cause may be. So that's something that's really exciting. It's going to be, we're releasing it right now in a beta format. We have a couple of vendors that are testing it for us. They're getting all the bugs out of it. But more importantly for us, what's really cool is that it relieves a lot of stress from our end to be able to, to run reports for accounting purposes, for customer service and so forth, because you're going to be able to deal directly with those vendors. Those vendors are going to be able to come into our platform, build their own store, design it the way they want to design it, put in the features that they want. They can run their own coupons, their own sales, and doesn't affect, the overall machine. And then, TPS basically takes a small percentage off the top to pay the commissions out to the member, to the member base. So it really is something that's revolutionary. I think once we see more and more people engaged, I really think we are going to set the pace. You're going to see a lot of incomes really skyrocket, because if you go back and you look at the people that are making money today with TPS, and for those that have shared their back offices with you in private, keep in mind that some of those astronomical numbers that they're making right now, think about that when they join, when these members start coming on board more and more here in the States, and we get more and more vendors, those commissions that they're making are going to go through the roof, because the bulk of those commissions that people are making right now, believe it or not, are coming from Asia. Well, in Asia, their currency is not as strong as it is over here. So, and they're working on smaller percentages. They're working on closer to 10, 15% margins. Over here in the States, we have 35, 50, sometimes 80% margins. So you're going to see this big shift, the swing that's going to happen as we bring on more and more vendors across the country. You guys are going to start seeing those commissions in the back office really start to grow really fast. So I think we're onto something here. I think we're going to probably create a new trend. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen in the coming months. I'm real excited. As it is, I can't sleep. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to clone myself. But
I know that feeling.
You know what I mean? But do you have any specific questions, Phil, that you guys want to ask, and I can answer them for you?
I tell you what, Richard, that incentivized shopping that you released yesterday, when I saw that, it blew my mind. I thought, well, as if we haven't got enough going for us right now. We've got the membership being incentivized with the platform, the profit, the 138, everything we've got going. And then yesterday, just almost as an aside, you threw into the mix this incentivized shopping channel, which is going to empower the vendors and the suppliers in the marketplace that we want to serve the members. And to me, put those two together, that's a perfect storm. So congratulations for doing that. Is there any key issues on that particular site that you just like to mention, that so the members can become empowered? Because you shared yesterday that we're not necessarily going to the mechanics on this call, but you mentioned yesterday that if a supplier, i.e. a vendor, go on there and becomes a diamond member and signs up underneath a member, then of course they get that monetized as well. And the fact that you mentioned it's basically cheap as chips for these vendors to get on there for a $1,500 one-off fee and then pay $20 a month. That in and of itself is game-changing as well.
Right. The idea behind that was that, a lot of these things that we built out here, just so you guys know, I pretty much kind of do it on my own. I bootstrap it. It's not like, we go to corporate and we say, hey, can we get $100,000 to build something out? We build it, we test it. I'm a big proponent of testing before we really roll it out to the masses. Even with our training that we do, I don't like putting stuff out unless I know I've generated X amount of leads. That's why even with the drop shipping, I didn't put that drop shipping program out until I was doing $20,000 every couple of weeks. So it's the same thing with this. So I wanted to figure out a way, well, first of all, we got to, reimburse all the costs, which it's pretty expensive. But, we can do it one of two ways. We either roll it out, we make it a free for all, anybody can use it, and then we can just, from the sales, we can make money. But by the same token, I kept thinking, I'm always thinking about the member, right? It's like, we can always make money. I always have ways that we can generate money. That's not a problem. I'm never scared of, having to go back and work in the job. And because I can, as far as for myself, I can always do contract work, things like that, more than the average person. But we do have a movement here happening with TPS. And I'm trying to figure out a way, how can we monetize every single part of it? And one of the challenges obviously has always been, well, this issue with the vendors, how can we bring on more vendors at the same time, so the members can benefit the most possible, so the idea here was, okay, well, if I were to go out there and when I had my internet company, if I were to build a site like this and I were to charge a setup fee and then a monthly fee, how much would I charge? And on the low end, it'd probably be anywhere around $1,000, or so to set up. I would either go high on the setup and then low on the monthly, or vice versa to make up the money. So I came up with this idea of, well, you know what? Why not just enroll them as a diamond? It's more than reasonable for the fee. So someone can, so someone would enroll as a diamond, a vendor, and then they would pay us just a small fee for the hosting. So instead of paying like, let's say $2,000 setup and $100 a month, they would sign up as a diamond, and then we would discount the hosting for about $20 a month. And that would easily cover our cost over there. And then, they're still paying their $30 a month to TPS, and then they're signing up as a diamond. So what's going to happen with this format is that, or this concept is that, vendors are going to enroll other vendors. Every vendor knows another vendor, and so they're going to enroll them. So by default, you're building a downline of vendors. And what better to build a downline of diamonds than to go out there and build a diamond of free stores or bronzes and try to try to push them and convince them to upgrade to, to the next level. Because you know how it goes. Not everybody's going to upgrade. Some people are going to wait. They're going to wait a year. They're going to wait till, whatever light bulb goes off in their head. Well, the vendors, they already have that light bulb going off in their head. They got a blowtorch going off in their head because they already understand business. And so this is a cool way to basically, create a field of diamonds. And so then those vendors are now making money off the other vendors indirectly because they're signing them up as diamonds. And so, little by little, what we're doing is we're indoctrinating these people to understand and look at the long-term vision of TPS and what we're doing. And so it keeps us stronger because we have people that really do get it because they're businesses. Now, the trick here is, we're not just going to roll every diamond as a vendor. So we don't want people going up there and enrolling someone as a diamond and sending me an application to get them on the program. That's not how it works. You don't want to burn them out. You don't want to overpromise. We have to get the application in first to see what the product is. We don't just want to upload. We don't want to turn it into a swap meet. Okay. But we want to do, maybe down the road we make it more like an Etsy format. But right now what we want quality products. We all know people in our communities that make these, beautiful crafts, and things that, or they have a, consumable product that's just not, you're not going to find anywhere else in the country. So the idea here is that they submit the application. This is part of the vetting process. They register online at Incentibuys so I can see a picture of the product. And then once we get that, we're going to send them an application that they have to fill out with all the proper documentation because I need them to fill out a W-9 for tax purposes. They're going to fill out a contract that says what the commission split is going to be and that they understand that these are the rules and requirements that they're, that they're going to have to deal with. The other thing too is that we have to train them so they can, when they come onto our system. One of the things that I'm doing here that's very unique that nobody has ever done before, and again, being first out of the gate, it's not, we always ask people, is it better to be first or better to be better? Well, sometimes you can be first and make a lot of money and then get better along the way. And some other people like to just wait and improve their system. Well, right now I'm betting on being first because we're doing something that's unique and we already have the membership base to back it up. And that is in the issue of merchant accounts. Right now, if you go to a bank, you apply for a merchant account to accept credit cards. I kid you not, it's a 2 to 3 page application. They ask for a lot of detailed banking information. They want to know, a lot of details on what it is, what you're selling, what your credit history is. And, it's very tough, and especially in the U.S. when in the last, from 2007 on, we had a lot of, people losing their homes, losing their cars, losing their jobs, losing a lot of information, a lot of stuff, and their credit went in the toilet. But, they're good people. They may have a good product, but it's very hard for them to get back on their feet. With our system here, when they apply through us, I'm going to show them how to apply, where we basically have like a master merchant account, and we're allowed to basically connect, as many other merchant accounts to ours. So I can basically get a vendor approved within 30 seconds to a minute as soon as they fill out the application, approved, and then we can connect that merchant account to us. So each vendor basically has their own merchant account. They're the ones that are actually collecting the money, but it's coded in there, the percentage that comes back over to TPS. So they log into their merchant account back office. They see all the transactions. They can click there. They can see what the fee is that the merchant account charges. And it's whatever the rate is across the country. They're all charging between 2.5% to 3%. And when it transfers the money to the bank, at that point, it splits it and sends us our piece, and they keep the rest. So we don't have to deal with invoicing. We don't have to deal with any of that stuff. This is revolutionary. You guys on the call here may not get that whole concept, but it is huge, extremely huge, because the money, they're in control. The vendor is in control of the money. An issue that might come up down the road, someone says, well, I already have my own merchant account. And I get blah, blah, blah percentage. I want to use that. Too bad you can't use it. They got to play by our rules because I can't connect their merchant account. I can only connect the one system that we have. They're still in control. It's not going to cost them any money. Why would they care? But you're going to run into a couple of people here and there that are adamant about using whatever. And, in that case, too bad, sorry, go play somewhere else. These are the rules of engagement here. But that's going to be a big game changer. And especially right now, I'm applying to get approved in a bunch of other countries. And I know with the UK, we're already approved. I think Canada, Australia, some other countries, South America, Mexico, I'm waiting for those applications to come in. But I'm not worried about those countries right now. I'm worried about the ones where you guys have bodies. Right now, Phil, you got 700 people out there. You got a group in the UK that wants to start buying now. So this is a way that we can start onboarding them very easily, and you guys can go to town. And then you know how that goes. The UK is the gateway to the rest of Europe. So you're gonna have some pretty phenomenal numbers, I think.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun, Richard. Listen? I don't care if people just got 25% of what you just said. You've just blown their minds. Okay, I honestly believe that, and I take on board the big, even bigger vision here now. You look at Tavo and AliBaba and AliExpress, which leads me on to what was probably the biggest cheer of the day when we were there yesterday, was the announcement that you pulled up regarding that specific affiliation. Could you go into maybe some details with the guys on the call for that?
Excuse me, yeah, definitely.
You took over 12 months, I believe, of negotiation to get that, to pull that baby off as well.
Yeah, see, a lot of these companies, someone can go in as an individual and try to create an affiliate account with them. Some companies, it's a little easy. Some of them, it's a little bit harder. But that isn't the trick here. The trick here is how do we integrate that so we can code a commission or a tracking code with someone's ID number so we can pay out a commission, right? And so AliBaba and AliExpress, I've actually been working with them doing drop shipping for a really long time. I mean, almost since before they started offering even affiliate programs or anything like that. I mean, it's like when we would teach our drop shipping classes, that was one of the places where we would get product. And the reason for that is AliBaba is like the they're like the big database that has all these different vendors all over Asia that are selling products. And that's how they make their money. Okay, they make their money by someone goes in there, they request a quote from the guy that's making, computer speakers, and then they usually post the prices now. They didn't used to in the past, but they'll put, okay, these computer speakers are $15, and we can manufacture up to 100,000 a week. And so people go in there and they'll say, okay, I need a price for, I need to order 50 at a time, and so the way Alibaba does it now is that they pay a stipend, a small commission for every application that comes in, because they want more and more people. These guys want to be, they already are the world's largest e-commerce company. A lot of people in the States don't understand that because they're not the ones that are buying direct. But all you got to do is walk into any shopping mall and you see those little kiosks in the middle of the mall that are selling everything from from phone cases to, little collectibles and things like that. And then also like stores like TJ Maxx, you go into like other small, like boutiques that you see in the malls. This is where they get their products. Okay. They go to Alibaba, they research it, and they find someone that'll ship it to them. And there's vendors now that are set up here in downtown LA in the garment district, that this is where they get all their stuff. So what Alibaba did is they saw a market that where there's people that felt uncomfortable shopping from Alibaba, putting in information and wiring money to some, Chinese person down there that's, they don't know if they're going to send them the product. So what they did is they launched AliExpress, and AliExpress is kind of like, it's their online version that's a little bit more Americanized. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. And where what they do is they charge the vendors, they create almost like an escrow, okay, where they go back to all their members that are selling on their Alibaba platform and say, look, you can sell over here, but we're going to make a small cut, okay, because we're having to create an e-commerce company to help sell more of your products. So, but they do more like one-offs. They're not one-offs, but they'll do like onesie, twosie orders, whereas Alibaba is more for larger orders. So now you can go to AliExpress, you can order those same speakers, let's say you can get them for $15 from Alibaba if you order them in bulk. You might have to pay $17, $18 if you order them, one at a time from AliExpress, and they'll offer free shipping most of the time, but the shipping takes maybe 2-3 weeks. Well, if you go on eBay right now and you start looking for, especially, and I'm using electronics as the example, they carry everything, guys, but you look for electronics, you're looking for some headsets, and you go, wow, those are pretty cool. They look like the Apple AirPods, and they're only $50, and Apple's selling theirs for $169. So, and it says, it's a 3-week delivery. Well, guess what? Most people, they're just going to order it because I'll wait 3 weeks to save $100. Well, what they don't know, if you look up the description of that product over on AliExpress, they're probably selling them there for $16. And then if you go to Alibaba, they're probably half of that maybe. So this opens up a huge market, because a couple of years ago, there's a company that went out there and recruited, about 70, 80,000 people into this drop shipping program. And all they were doing was that they're showing you the same thing that I show you guys on how to do drop shipping. And then they would send you to, go buy your stuff over at AliExpress. Well, these guys were charging a monthly fee for their training, but it was like, once you learn how to do it, why are you going to keep paying the fee every month? So then they're trying to create all these other ways to keep the people in there by trying to get people to invest money into buying bulk products and to send them to Amazon. And so they just created this they went against their DNA. That's all I can say. So there's a huge market here for us here, because AliExpress alone has over 100 million products. You go in there now, go to AliExpress.com, type in shoes, type in earbuds, ear sets, type in cell phone, type in whatever, that you have in your house, in your office, and, presentation clickers, everything. They carry everything. I'm talking everything. And so that's opening up a huge, huge market. So for us here in the United States, this gives you an opportunity now to, they're a super affiliate, just like the Walmarts, where, the commissions are smaller. You're not going to make a ton of money by buying by yourself or from yourself, but where you make the money is by growing your teams. When your teams go out there and they start sharing the concept, and they're all saving money and buying from AliExpress. You have no idea. As big as these companies are, they're huge because in China has over 1.2 or 1.3 billion people in China population. We only have 330 or 320 million people. They dwarf us. And so that's why these guys can become the biggest company in the world because of the population. You start mentioning AliExpress to people here, people look at you like with a blank look. They're like, well, what's that? You have no idea how many people don't even know about it. So as you start bringing people in and say, look, not only do you get access to Walmart and this and that through our platform, you also get AliExpress. Now you can buy for yourself wholesale. I mean, think about all these churches that are out there that sell stuff, for fundraisers, and they buy it locally. Why not just buy from AliExpress and get it cheaper? They're kind of like the dollar store, except they got good stuff. Now, with that, are you going to find, or is there going to be junk in there? I'm sure there is. It's like any other store. But at the end of the day, this opens up a whole other market. For you guys in the UK, not only do we have UK stores already ready to go with our super affiliate program, they're already in the back office there on Dreamville University. With AliExpress, that opens another 100 million products. They ship to about 130 different countries. That's like 80% of the countries on the planet. So it's going to open up a whole new world for you guys. And you guys were right there at the very beginning of it. It's just, you either see it or you don't. And if you don't see it, get together with the person that's mentoring you or that's showing you the program. And if they can't explain it, go one up. But honestly, guys, it's not that difficult. That's why we cut the presentation down to where it's, all we're doing here is we're shopping, we're inviting, and we're getting paid from what we shop, and we get paid from the shopping of other people that we invite to the program. That's it. Anything other than that, I hate going into the comp plan because I see it at every single meeting where people go into the comp plan to see people with a glazed look on their face. They can't duplicate the person that's in front. They can't duplicate Phil. They can't duplicate me or Kyle or Gary. So they're looking at it like how, that's why they keep coming back. They're trying to figure it out. Guys, there's nothing to figure out. It's just shopping. And once you kind of dumbify it to a certain way, to a certain degree, everything else it'll just fall into place. But AliExpress is a big, big deal. The Incentibuys, adding that to the platform. I mean, if you guys don't, everybody in the call here, I'm not kidding. If you guys don't all hit GVP by the end of the year, you're overcomplicating it. And you got to hit GVP because the bonuses, once you start getting to GVP, I'm telling you, the money, it goes, it's a big difference because you're getting there's less people at the top. So why not let's get all our people up there.
Wow, Mr. Ramos, thank you very much. Look, I said earlier on you're probably one of the busiest people on the planet, and I believe that what you're achieving here is fantastic. Folks, you now know why we refer to this gentleman as the mustache of knowledge here within TPS, but also you just seen how generous this gentleman is with his time. I asked him if he would be prepared to just spend 5 minutes explaining with you this evening some of the main announcements from yesterday. We're now over 22 minutes into this gentleman's time. So, Richard, thank you very much for sharing that with us. Your vision is truly one of the things that caught me on fire here. I remember one of the first things you said when I heard you was that you and Gary, you took your boat out to an island and you burnt the boat. And there's no way you're going to get back off that island until you rebuild it. Well, do you know what, Richard? I honestly think you're building a super yacht right now. So I'm really glad you burnt that boat. I'm not sure how rickety or how old it was, but thank you very much for burning it and starting to build this one. I really do appreciate you. And on behalf of everyone on this call this evening, thank you, sir, for everything that you do. And thank you for being so generous of your time with us this evening. Thank you very much, Richard. Appreciate it, sir.
No problem. Anytime.
Thank you very much. All the best, Richard. Have a great evening. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Take care, Richard. So, thank you very much, Richard. That's not amazing. Now you know why Richard can't sleep, why I'm not sleeping. I'm up at 4:30 this morning. Just unbelievable. The announcements we had yesterday, Richard has only touched on 50% of what was announced yesterday, but the main ones, the big ones. And I know from the reaction I had, I took a few pictures of the meeting, through videos yesterday. When I came out of that meeting, I had 27 private messages and 147 notifications on Facebook, all about TPS, about AliExpress, about this new incentivized shopping channel that we're having. You really are in the right place at the right time, and has just been proven to you now with the right leadership as well. Now, on that vein, before I move on, I'm just going to want to bring on someone who Kyle recognized and congratulated for hitting SMD. It was very much a privilege of mine to share the stage yesterday. He got recognized for hitting that, been with the company almost since the beginning. Mr. Shane Hyman does a lot behind the scenes for everybody in this company, no matter whether they're in his team or cross-team to him. So it gives me a pleasure just to get his spin on everything and how excited he is, and the fact that he's taking this and running with it as well. My absolute pleasure to hand you over to Shane Hyman. Are you there, Shane?
Yes, Philip. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely, sir. I'm taking you're in your car working right now, so you can hear that background noise, but that's fine. Thank you very much for taking time out to go take it away, sir.
Oh, you are absolutely welcome, and I hope I don't break up too bad being out here on the road, but guys, this is just absolutely exciting. I mean, just hearing Mr. Ramos do a recap again tonight over the phone have just lit me up once again. And I mean, goodness, we're just hearing it. We're not even seeing the visuals this time. But after participating and being at the Super Saturday yesterday, it was just an amazing event. You know, just knowing that we're a part of something so huge here. You know, and literally, we're still getting started. I know something that we've always said is we're just scratching the surface, but if you could really just conceptualize how huge this really is. I mean, even with our new shopping platform to bring on the vendors and having AliExpress and all these things of that nature, it's already a huge monster that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So I'm just absolutely delighted and excited to be participating in this, and I'm extremely grateful to my team. You know, I'm thankful that, you know, they literally helped me rank advance, right? You know, and that's kind of the mind frame that I get out of hitting the rank advancement of senior marketing director, and I'm taking that thought process forward to hit the next EMD and then GVP, right? You know, because it's our teams that's helping us rank advance because we're helping them rank advance. So, you know, one philosophy that we always say is if you could truly just help enough people get what they want out of life, you'll get any and everything that you want out of life. So, you know, it's just a great opportunity to help people, a great opportunity to extend your family, you know, and that's what I love about this organization and this company as well. It's just we're one big happy family. Whether you're on the same team, whether you're sideline, you know, I mean, it just does not matter. So I don't want to take up too much time. I know Philip, you have a great call lined up, and again, we were so blessed and fortunate to have Mr. Richard Ramos here on the line with us tonight as well. So with that, sir, I'd like to just congratulate everybody and encourage everybody to continue saying yes to success. And with that being said, I'll sign off and pass it back to you, Philip. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I can tell the enthusiasm in your voice, how excited you are right now as well, carrying that from yesterday's event. So thank you. Now I'm gonna go slightly off script here at the moment because I thought, well, we got another SMD that's showing, a senior marketing director, yes, who's showing on this call. He doesn't know that I'm going to call on Mr. Anthony LeBlanc Sr. to see if he's available. But if you are available, sir, just to share another vision and a viewpoint from another SMD, you'll be the third one that will be talking this evening. Are you available, Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes, I am. How are you doing, Philip?
Absolutely great. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on to hard ad hoc like this. Folks, Mr. Anthony Block is probably one of the most professional networkers that I've come across in my 30 years. He is professionalism personified. He not only looks the part, he acts the part. He's got swagger. He's got style. He's building a fantastic organization, and he's also an extremely great trainer and a mentor, and someone that is good at resetting people's minds on what is possible for them as well. So with that being said, Anthony, please take it away and give us your view of yesterday's as well.
Thank you, Philip, for all those kind words. You know, for a minute I was trying to figure out who exactly you were talking about, but I will take it and I will appreciate it coming from you. I'm excited beyond excitement. Yesterday was, the thing about yesterday is you just wanted everyone within your total organization and everyone that you could ever think of that has not become a part of your organization at this point to have been there. I wish I could take what I heard and just take my mind and implant it into as many people as I can so they can hear what I heard. I mean, we are at the beginning of something that's truly amazing, truly fantastic, truly just awesome. It is so great right now. It's hard to put in words. Things are happening at a speed that I don't know if you have thought about it, but I know I definitely didn't think it was going to happen as fast as it is happening now with AliBaba on board, AliExpress, just like Shane talked about. With all the things that are happening, it is incredible. It's mind-blowing what is taking place in just my 9 months in the business. I look at 9 months ago when, I got involved. Of course, they were a lot further ahead from when you guys got involved, but they were still at the very beginning. We didn't even have any super affiliates at that time. I remember Walmart, Famous Foot, and a flour company were the first 3 super affiliates, and they were talking about this thing coming on. Now, yesterday they revealed all these new affiliates, and I don't know if you got a chance to go onto dbu.io/affiliates. There's 90 of them there. And I mean, it's just amazing how quickly things are happening. I mean, we hit 1 million members in this company, and at the same time, we're still at the ground floor here in the United States because most of those members are in China. And so this is just beyond exciting to me. We're making money. We're growing faster than any company that I've ever seen. There's so much room for growth. The individuals that become the superstars haven't even joined the company yet, and we think we're doing something. So I'm really excited about what's to come. I'm really excited about what's happening right now, and I can't thank the leadership that we have any more than I could because we have such great leaders in Richard Ramos, Gary Regier, Kyle McGregor, and then, us being able to be mentored by those individuals and come up ourselves, and eventually we're going to be the leaders that are mentoring some of the newer people coming in. I love the fact that I got this brotherhood with you guys, Phil, Shane, Rudy, and myself and Kyle. This thing is just truly awesome. It's truly amazing. I love it. I'm excited, and maybe you can tell I'm excited. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, everyone, for giving me my few minutes to speak. And if you haven't joined this company, if you're looking at it for the first time, you just need to join. Forget about what you're thinking. Don't try to overanalyze it or figure out. Join now, because there's going to be some people that make this happen, and I intend on being one of those people. There are going to be some people that watch it happen, and then there are going to be some people that wake up wondering what the heck happened. You don't want to be those latter two. You want to be the 1 or 2 that are making it happen. Thanks, Philip.
Yes, sir, they certainly do. Thank you very much. I love what you just said and the ethos and the way you just wrapped that up there. Absolutely fantastic, especially when you said that we're quite responsible, really, the current crop of leaders that are emerging now. Our biggest job, as you said, is to find, identify, edify, and build the next wave of leaders that's going to come along and take this to a level that we even can't take it to ourselves. And that's what I love about it, because I'm 54, okay, and I've got 10 years left of hard work in me before I want to retire to the beaches of the world. So the sooner we can start empowering the next level of leaders, the sooner I can take my foot off the gas in a few years' time, and then we, the Fabulous Four, can go and enjoy the fruits of our labors. So thank you very much indeed, Anthony. I do appreciate you and everything you do, sir. Now, I'm going to move on and ask someone else to come on and do a testimonial. We've got a lady on, Kim Brownlee-Bath, who is not just a member, okay, who is a very special lady. She's a very powerful lady, and you know I love powerful ladies. But she's also a vendor as well. She was at one of the stalls yesterday, and this is something that you wouldn't have seen if you saw the live streaming that was replayed again today on the TPS corporate site. You wouldn't have seen what was going on outside of the room. There were probably, I don't know how many vendors there were, but there's so much activity there. All the vendors in the local area coming along, displaying their wares, showing the new products that are there. And one of those such people, Kim,
Are you available and on the line to give us a testimonial, both as a customer, as someone who is worldwide and is an entrepreneur in their own right herself outside of network marketing, and someone who's looking at a vendor's relationship with this company as well? Are you there, Kim?
Yes. Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely, Kim. Yes, thank you very much indeed. Please take it away. Give us some of your thoughts.
Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh, you guys. So number one, I am so honored and proud to be selected as one of the vendors. To be able to be part of that and help with this beta test and get this out into the market. I know from, like Robert Kiyosaki's ESBI, I've been an employee. I've been a flight attendant for 20 years with American Airlines, retired from that. While I was doing that, I created a company from scratch. I had a candy company, and then I got into franchising. So I know franchise, I know business, and it is so cool to leave that side of things and get into a business like this where we're able to have a product, become a vendor, and get on a global stage instantly. It is absolutely a game changer. And when you're talking about e-commerce, which is the mega trend of the future, it is so exciting. So I am so proud to be, and happy to be a vendor and to get this going and just be able to touch the world with, the products that I have. And on the other side, it's like, listen up, people. It's like, look at the numbers on this business, because you're not just talking about the vendor side. If you talk about the business side of TPS, look at the numbers. Companies grow this fast when they are a huge game changer. This is the type of company that you want to be involved with. This is the type of company that you want to grow with. And besides the numbers and the money and the this and the that, yeah, that's all, where the trend is heading with your hard work, with your dedication, with your commitment. But yesterday's meeting and being able to participate with these people got up and shared their heart. These guys went up, they talk about family, and you get to know these people. They would, if you had a flat tire on the side of the road, they'd come get you. It's to be able to share that experience with people. This is the type of things that why entrepreneurs work an 80-hour work week to not have to work for somebody else and do a 40-hour work for somebody else. To be able to have the connections and the leverage and build a team like this is what people want in their lives. And so, especially ladies, I'm talking to you, look at the numbers. I don't care if you're in my team or not. Call me, email me, Facebook me. I will support you. I love it that there's no lines in this business. And so I could talk all day on it, but that's kind of the short and sweet of what I really got touched with yesterday, is to not only be so proud to be a vendor, excited to be on a new platform that's global, that's going crazy, but to be a part of a team that is moving quickly. And this type of opportunity only lasts a short time. To be able to have 1 million members in less than 2 years, I believe it is, that is, that's going to start skyrocketing that's what I'm saying, look at the numbers at how fast that started to grow, because it didn't happen at the beginning. And you're talking at something that's happening in less than 5 years. My gosh, it took me 3 years to build out, or 2 years to build out 3 spas, and I almost killed myself. So for this type of company, and we're changing the way that e-commerce is, we are helping form e-commerce. So that is so exciting to me. I could talk all day long, but I won't, because I know that you've got other people to share and you got other information. But anything I can do to help, I am here.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Kim. Again, someone who is finding great difficulty in hiding their excitement behind their voice. It's coming through loud and clear from everybody, including coming through from you, Kim. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for sharing that perspective you shared as well about they'd come out to the side of the road if you had a car. I really do believe that as well. Here's the beautiful thing. Yes, there are teams within VIP Global. Teams, unfortunately, are a bit of an unnecessary evil in this business. But here's the thing. With TPS, I've never experienced something like it, because whether you're in Kim's team or whether you're in my team, whether you're in Anthony's team, whatever team you're in, it doesn't matter. You will make money from the efforts of myself, from the efforts of Kim, from the efforts of Anthony, because you get qualified for the global sales pools of this company. So therefore, we are, in fact, all working and gelling together. And I've never experienced anything along this level or this level of intensity in my 34 years in and out of this profession. So thank you for highlighting that as well, Kim. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, darling. So we're just going to move up, change gears before we finish off this call this evening. Just to let you know that on Wednesday, Kyle has already trailered it. We've got our Wednesday night VIP Global Training, which is 6 p.m. PST, which is 2 a.m. the following day GMT, and I know there will be people in the UK up for that. This week's special sort of emphasis training is going to be on basically how to build your business online. How to build your business online, which allows you to do it both locally and out of state and out of country as well. And I think that's vital now. And with our 1 million members, and as we expand through various countries around the world with AliBaba and AliExpress, giving us all that extra geographical reach as well, I think that's going to be a key element. And I look forward to presenting to you a very detailed information on some of the tools, the resources, the marketing, how best to market online, the importance of attraction marketing, the importance of not spamming. And I would say as well, one of the things that I will touch on is how I'd like everyone to elevate their game and their own perception of this TPS opportunity. Because you see, here's what I think. This is way more than a free shopping opportunity. And I think we undersell it a lot of times. And I think we need that. I'm saying to people now, I'll let you take a free test drive a business that I valued and paid $1,500 for. Would you be interested in a free test drive of that? However, here's my warning. If you've got half a business brain and you've got any entrepreneurial sense, you will upgrade. You will spend money because it makes so much sense to do so. But please, take it for a free test drive and you can try and upgrade whenever you want. That's going to be my key message, how to do it online and out of state and out of country. And with that in mind, my last person I'd like to bring on this evening to give us a testimony is a wonderful lady I've got the pleasure of getting to know over the last couple of weeks, really, a new acquaintance of mine who's having fantastic success in building out of country. She's building in Canada right now. I think she's got someone in India nibbling at her. We've also got someone in the UK. And it's my absolute pleasure to hand you over next to Jeannie. Are you there, Jeannie?
I am here. Yes, Philip. Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me. What a delight to hear all the speakers who have done so much for TPS, and I am definitely the new kid on the block because I just started this. I looked at it seriously after Christmas, so I am very new and eager and loving all of this, and I can't possibly keep up with all of it, and that's wonderful also because there's so much happening. I'm just really delighted with it. And when I was first drawn to TPS, I was drawn to cross-border. I know there's another word after it, but that's where I was drawn. The whole idea of dropping the borders or crossing them really speaks to me because even though I belong in one country as a citizen, I feel much more like I'm a citizen of the world. And so I have loved connecting with people, yes, Canada, UK, India, Australia, and also the USA from California to Maine and north and south. And all of these connections have been by phone, by Skype, by Facebook phone, by Facebook messaging, however I have been able to connect with them. And a lot of what I know that I'm here for is to continue to do what I've done in my career, which is coaching and consulting and facilitating personal development. So while the entree point may be shopping, because that's what I see is the product, is shopping and everyone needs it, it's just a means to get into something that's deeper for people. And so I'm loving seeing how their teams, my team members' teams, are beginning to form and to support them in doing this as a business if they choose to, or any other way they want to work this. So I'm just loving it. Thank you so much to all of you who have done so much. I loved watching Super Saturday today on Super Bowl Sunday and Facebook Live. So it was an extraordinary event, and I am just delighted to be here.
Jeannie, thank you for sharing that. Really do appreciate you and everything that, not just everything you do, but everything that you're about to do for everyone in this company outside of your team as well, because I know that Kim said it earlier, And you will happily say it again, you're here for everybody, irrespective of whether in your team or not. I'm sincerely grateful for knowing you and for you being part of this amazing family that we're building. Thank you very much, Jeannie Marshall, everybody. I do appreciate you. So I want to call this to an end now. We've gone just over the hour. We like to keep these calls normally 40 to 45 minutes max, but we had so much information we wanted to give you this evening. I hope I haven't overloaded you. The replay is going to be available later. Please listen to this again. Get a pen and paper. Take notes of everything that you found that's inspiring you, because that is what will inspire other people. It's your belief that will build this business for you, and it's how you can transfer your belief onto that of others. And the best way to get belief is to get educated. So plug into the training. Thank you everyone for turning up this evening. I'm just about to hand over to our host of this evening, Mr. Carl McGregor, who's going to close this out. It's been my absolute pleasure to share this hour with you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the Sunday. Take care, everyone.
Thank you so much, Philip. You are true inspiration, and thanks for all the hard work that you do, all the hours that you spend. And guys, there's so much background work and back-end work that we don't really see that a lot of these leaders are putting in place. So just recognize that at the end of the day, what we're here to do is building a real true legacy company. We're building something it's an industry creator, something that can actually change our life forever. And this is our goal, and our opportunity is to share that vision with the world. And those who share it the most will win the biggest. So how many people can you go share the opportunity with this week? Set a goal for yourself. How many people on a daily basis are going to reach out to you? You're going to start having them watch a simple video, have them take a look at the information, then get back with them, and then have someone else share the testimonial with them. Do a 3-way phone call. Have them confirm that and get their free e-commerce website set up for them. Do them the favor. You have an opportunity of a lifetime. There's no reason we shouldn't be sharing it with everybody that we know. That being said, I want to thank you so much for being on the call. We look forward to having every single one of you tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have our TPS corporate webinar training. We're going over some great information. You'll definitely want to be on there and have everybody in your team on there tomorrow evening and Monday on the 6th of February, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Look forward to having you then. And, of course, we've got our training that we have on Wednesday evening you definitely don't want to miss. TPSwebinar.com for tomorrow night and VIPGlobalTraining.com, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday evening. That being said, God bless, have a great night, and have an amazing Super Bowl Sunday. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.